Good morning. My name is Brenda Salzano. I have a little tip for you today if you like to make clay things with holes in the top for earrings or for ornaments or any kind of crafting. Excuse me. Is this little tool here, which jewelry makers all know what it is. This is called a bead reamer, and it's actually a file that's round shape and its diameter is really small at the tip, and then it gets bigger at the end. And what you do is when you have something with a hole, and then it gets, sometimes the hole will get paint or sealer in it, and it's real easy with this bead reamer to just place that in the hole and gently twist it back and forth. And I do it on both sides to make sure that that's the right diameter so that my strings can go through. I buy these little hemp cord at Fire Mountain Gyms, and they come in different diameters. This one is a number 10, and it will fit right through these little holes. And they come in a variety of colors, and it's a great product to not cost you a whole lot of money when you make your little tiny things that you're making. Now it can be a necklace, and then you would just make, longer string on that, or it can be these little how you hang things on your mirror sometimes for an ornament in your car, or maybe even around the house, around jars. You could make them and do that. This little bead reamer is really good. Not only that, it cleans these little holes, but it also will help if you're starting to put a string through the hole and it's not quite going. Sometimes you can get this to just pull it out the other side or poke it through the other side. So that's my little tip today. And I wanted to quick show you a couple things that I have been working on. I showed you one of my little bears. I made 2 bears today. I did this one here, and this is with the air dry clay, and then just Mod Podge sealer. And then there's the little girl bear. And I did 2 horses. I have a little blue horse. You see the little blue horse? And I did a little black and white horse. And I embellished these. You can buy the little cutout cookie things, and then they're real plain. They're just plain. So I make them 3D by adding manes and tails and other things, like I did on the bear too. I made the little nose. I made it, an extra piece of clay on there to put the nose. And then I made some latte ornament things or necklaces. Oops, dropped one. And I put little dots on them and nice pastel colors. I really like one of my stamps is a tree stamp. Like I showed this a little bit ago, but it's like a tree, and then you emboss the top. You paint your solid color on the background, and then you just a little bit of white on your fingertip, and not too thick, so that you can just brush the top of it, and that's how you do a little embossing on the top. I also did it in a green. I didn't like, I was thinking about getting one of those pasta rollers or the clay rollers, but even its biggest, thickest setting is way too thin. I think this makes it way too fragile for what I'm making, so I'm going to go with a rolling pin. I also did a couple new ones. They were a very rustic, primitive stamp, and so I did some, he's called the Hunter. And I did him with a black background and brushed gold over the top of that. I also did that with this little turtle. It was painted green and black and then brushed gold over the top. And of course the plants, that's one of my favorite ones. And then I add little polka dots on there too, light colors. And they're just little tiny stamps. Oh, here's that tree one again with gold. That could be earrings or something. Anyway, those are my little projects for today. And I hope you enjoyed the tip about the bead reamer. And also don't forget, when you're making your little dry clay things, you can put them on nice little handmade cards. This one says handmade because you're worth it. And then you just poke a hole in there to put your string, and then you hang your little, you'll hang your little ornament or your necklace or whatever on the card, and then put it in a plastic, a little Ziploc plastic bag that's made for, that's real clear, so it's made for products. You can give them away as gifts, or you could sell them at craft shows and things. Have a great day and happy creating.